All right, well done. With that said, we've got Mott and Mott packs to take it away.
Thanks, guys. Well, Shannon maintains his depression over Centaur. How do you feel about this particular choice for Escape Gaming, Trent?
Yeah, I'm in. I was kind of feeling the safe lane Centaur too as well. Kind of like that Ace style Imperial Dota, of course. They're the ones who are really into it, but Era not so much. He's got some safe lane items here, and it looks like Koifu's got the mid sanking.
Yeah,
it's going to be an off lane for Mr. Kezu on the Centaur.
I'm excited for this. This
I
is
still
going to be
think
an
the
interesting
build's
matchup.
right though. I think it's still Hood. Probably Blink though, just because. I mean, I guess unless Koifu like super snowballs, but I just feel like Kezu's going to build the Blink. I don't think he'll go like the full, invincible Centaur build, and especially with like the whole Manta thing being gone now. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Big change, obviously. How do you feel about the Koifu Sand King versus the DK matchup made though with the Caustic Finale, which I would assume he'd be scaling up to a certain extent?
Yeah, I'd say just Sand King any melee matchup, right? The dream. Just non-stop harass. It'll be interesting to see how much the Dragon's Blood can counter it, and then how much pressure is going to be coming in from Jerax too, because obviously Koifu's movements will be like a little bit predictable in some ways, like when he's tagging up creeps, and he's just like, you always know he's going to like move like creep to creep to creep, so it might be enough for Jerax to put that pressure in on him.
Oh, that hook was beautiful from Jerax. They've locked him in, but Koifu was able to burrow strike down. Even with that great hook, they're still not able to get the kill. That's just the way it works with the Sand King. He's able to get through. Now Jerax still chasing. He's got another hook in 1 second. They're still fighting here. Looks like Ana's trying to back up. Pretty good spell from S4 to do a lot of that damage coming through. The Torrent's going to come out, hitting on Ana. And he's probably going to fall here. He will go down. Koifu gets the first blood. Yapsor might fall in the trade. And it looks like he will. One more right click will do the job. And it is going to be Jerax getting it done. But it does actually give away first blood to Escape Gaming.
All right. Nicely done. Nicely done. So... DK going down, not going to end up mattering too much. 70 experience disadvantage to Koifu, so not exactly the biggest deal. And Yasuo just comes right back in the middle lane. So maybe throw out a torrent or something before he moves around.
He's ready to go.
At least for now, Ana doesn't have to worry about Caustic, right?
No, the level 1's still there. He can get it. He's almost level 2 though, so Koifu wants to skill that up next. He certainly can with one more CS, but it is going to be a defensive try-in from Escape. They'll rotate Yapsor up. S4 going to be the off lane Legion Commander. We'll see how much farm he can get. He did skill up the overwhelming odds, so he can see us from afar with it. And that will leave down bottom the the Centaur War Runner. He's very low already, taking a lot of harassment with the Clinks' Searing Arrows. He did go for the Iron Talon, but he's still getting pretty crushed. He was able to get maybe 2 CS out of that lane. I think that was actually from the creep camp itself. So not much farm going for the Centaur, but still it is very early on in this game.
Yeah, no real option here but to do this. And then Koifu, well, he'll just be harassing Ana. He'll be spending a lot of time under tower, you would imagine, in this matchup. Just creeps, obviously, just being pushed in over and over again by Koifu. Might even end up getting a Quelling Blade, just because, like, CSing under tower, obviously, can run into some troubles that are safe than sorry.
He did go for the Poor Man Shield, too, so he's got a lot of survivability. Centaur will deny himself, make sure he can get back to the lane as quickly as possible, or to the jungle, one of the two. Let's see Jerax make his first rotation back to around the secret shop area. No wards to place down to block the camps or anything along those lines. He does have a Windlace as well, so he's got that extra movement speed along with the boots. He might have been spotted by the lane ward, or at least the jungle ward coming out from the Dire team on the Radiant side. But he's just moving mid right now. He's making a pretty long commitment towards mid, as Yapsor is also ready to go with an X marks, and Koifu's Burrow Strike as well. See if they can find this kill, set something up here.
Yeah, Jack's just lying in wait. They do see Yapsor, of course, thanks to that ward, so see if Jax can hit it.
Yeah, he's out of there. Yapsor realizes that he's just wasting his time at this point. He'll head back to the top lane. S4 continues to try to... S4's actually doing pretty well. 8 last hits, 2 denies going his way. He gets the creep wave towards his tower as well, so he can find some extra experience. Level 4 almost. He's ahead of the Centaur. Meanwhile, Burrow Strike mid. They're going for that Torrent. The hook is there, but Ana still might be in trouble. Yapsor. X marks is going to be up on Jerax. There's going to be plenty of damage from Fly. They will get the kill on the Yapsor. They're going to try to turn their attention to Koifu, but Fly continues to throw out the Arcane Bolt. Concussive Shot already used, as well as the Silence.
He's a Burrow to try and
nicely
turn.
dodged coming out from Koifu, but they still do have that Dragon Tail. It's still not enough damage. Koifu's going to bottle back up, looking for another Burrow Strike. He has level 2, but Ana's able to get on his side of the hill and stay alive.
Yeah, he needs to be cautious, though. He has to stay away from these creeps. Koifu could seize his moment here with a good Caustic Burrow play.
He knows it, too. He's going to be very careful. Jirax will deny himself. Nice kill, though, to rotate it and get that pickup onto Yapzor. They were ready for it, and the hook came perfectly timed as Yapzor was walking in after that torrent came through. All right, Trent. 4 minutes into the game.
This is nice.
Yeah, they've given the jungle to Centaur at this point. I was going to mention he's got that Iron Talent. He's level 4. He's starting to get some work done. He's level 2 double edge as well. But they might be able to go for him here with the rotation from Jirax. They're just dealing with the illusions right now. They'll give Ana the regen rune and have Jirax stay on the opposite side of the river.
Yep, Jirax has the right idea. Head on here, put one more down, try and find the Centaur.
He could kill him if he gets a hook.
Dire vision. They don't see him.
They don't see him. Yeah, they do not see the Pudge currently.
All right, they see the creeps moving.
He's
out of
that
there.
he's there. I think Kezu's just going to head back to the base instead of denying himself.
Wise maneuver.
Yeah, he was going to be in trouble if Jirax came in a little bit earlier. But he'll stay alive. They will use the dire scan, which will be successful finding Fly entering the jungle. They know that someone is there, so Koifu will stay back behind his tower or close to it. Maybe get some help as well, but this will give Ana some time to farm up. I mean, it's a pretty quiet game so far. We haven't really talked about the sniper for Era. He's sitting at 23 last hits and 9 denies. He has the Aquila. I mean, everything's going swimmingly for him, as well as the Clinks down bottom.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's going as well as it is actually for Kezu, honestly. Like, he's even with the Legion Commander, which is pretty nice. Torrent down bottom on the no-tail.
X marks, there's the dust. This should be a kill. The stomp is up, double edge. That will grab them to pick up. Very squishy hero. And even with that crappy stomp that Sunsfan has talked about, double edge more than enough damage to bring him down.
Wow, nicely done here. Okay, that's a huge rotation. Yapzor just became like so relevant in this game. Level 4 now. Can rotate on mid, try his luck there too. Quickpa 2-0-3, so his caustic
lane.
plays can come in. Oh,
Cinder and silence is up. Overwhelming odds. They have the hook ready to go. Level 2. Era dodges it nicely again. More great dodges from Escape. I don't think it's going to matter. S4 will dive and get the kill. He was trying to get the assassinate. Jirax will smoke up, and they will actually keep him alive. The last tower hit might have done the job, but the smoke saves his life. Huge play.
The battle of the squishy ranged position ones begins.
Yeah, we might be in for the long haul here.
Non-stop dives.
Here's the thing. No-Tail has this thing called Death Pack. Unfortunately, the Sniper does not have that. I guess the Sniper has good range, but there's going to be the silence. They will have the... At least the Centaur Conqueror ult will come out. There's going to be a great breathe fire. They will actually get the kill. It'll be a 1-for-1, it looks like. Almost be able to get both of those kills. Fly about to fall, but the Pudge, the only trade as the mid Koik the Sand King does end up going down to Ana's DK.
He must have been really close to getting that caustic onto Fly. Thought he did, but won't be quite as fortunate. Meanwhile, No-Tail being chased down again here. There is no dust.
Torrent hits nicely. Double edge. Yes. And Kezu sits at 4 HP. Successful again in finding that Kling's kill.
I wonder how he wound up there.
I don't know.
That happened while we were watching Koifu.
He might have been hitting the tower and then he just couldn't go to the south. That's very strange for him to go in that direction.
I'm
Maybe
sure
he
that's probably what it was.
Kill.
It was just like he got pincered back in from the center. Oh,
all right.
Ana. Whoopsie.
That's.
I hope.
I'm more button hitting. That's
game.
Fine.
No.
I don't think I'll let you just win the game or lose. That's fine. Let's see. There's going to be some rotations to the top lane. It looks like from OG, maybe setting something up to find Era again. This time the Clinks has actually rotated up there so that he can find farm successfully without getting ganked like he was down bottom. And Jirax was kind of struggling in terms of experience, but he's level 4 now, so he's starting to catch up, getting up to his level 2 hook as well as Rot. And No-Tail might be on the hunt.
This is the attempted first duel. This play is.
It's going to be tough. Concussive shot. Synderen will be caught by it. There's going to be the silence as well, and that's plenty of damage from No-Tail with the searing arrows. No duel needed, no extra damage needed. They'll find the kill, and Fly will get the last hit. Ancient Steel providing the silence as well.
I sure asked for it, just like seriously. But I guess there's a risk that maybe he like denies himself or something like that, or Synderen just nightmares the. Well, then again, they can play around that. So.
Just secure the kill, I think, at that point.
Dual damage. Now S4 is going to be all antsy up here, you know? He's going to be like looking for it so hard that he's going to dive and feed a kill because he wants a duel so bad.
Especially with a rotation from Synderen and Yapzor now.
Look, this is it. This is what happens. Like,
He's going in. They
He's
will not
antsy.
get the kill. TP's on mask. Fly looks like he'll fall first and foremost. Good, gets the Ancient Seal off, but should still die. Can't get to deny himself in time. Assassinate was going. They could have given the kill to the sniper, but decided against it. And the Flinks does get out. So too does S4. Now down bottom, more action happening. The epicenter. Quickfa finds himself a solo kill with a double damage rune.
That's
Burst
Blink
strike
money.
used as well. Nicely
It's
done.
rich. I tell you, no, I'm serious though. S4 gets that duel. Fly doesn't die. I guarantee they just back away if they don't have duel.
Probably.
Either way, they have the blink again for Quakefa, so this will allow him to be just as active as No Tail is right now. He's running around. He's looking for this courier on the way back. We'll see if the
Which
dire
way is
side
it going
can
to
micro
go?
at north.
It's looking good for No Tail so far.
Got the ward too.
And he sees it now. That's
Goodbye,
a dead
Faceless
courier.
Rex.
See you later. Speed boost? No, you're dead.
Yeah. Ward securing it. Pew!
Boom. Took a little bit longer.
All right, mad cash here. So what else is going on? What's Anna up to? He's just hitting some creeps in the mid lane. Just has that first death from the first blood that went down, but nothing since there. So he managed to survive the Sanky.
Yeah,
Top lane, there's
top lane, the duel is out. He did get off his ghost ship. The torrent will come out as well. They won't get this duel victory more than likely. They'll actually lose S4 as well. And Yapsor does get brought down. The Centaur Warrunner did pop his ultimate. Not enough to keep him alive. The dust will go. No Tail, brain step. He doesn't have dark death pact for another 15 seconds. He will get slept as well. He got strafe, hook out. That'll be onto the Bane. No Tail still trying to juke and jive his way through. He's going to right click this down, but it won't be enough. It looks like one more, and Cinderin will barely stay alive. His arrow does finish him off and gets that last hit.
Yeah, once that death pact wears off, man, just the magic is gone at that point.
He has
Even
3
with the
deaths.
strength treads.
He continues to just get, and he's not even that. He's actually above the sniper in terms of net worth, but he continues to die left, right, and center.
Yeah, he's being very active. What is that opening up for them? Like, Fly got a lot of levels down bottom. He's now level 6.5 as he runs up quick, but unfortunately, gotta guess he's not even gonna go for it. He's just running. That's probably the right choice.
Get out of here, Fly. Blink forward. Mystic Flare. Ancient
this is
Seal
a
will
duel.
come out.
Get him.
S4 has duel.
Oh,
Is he fast enough? The Bro Strike, and it goes the opposite direction, and S4 can't get there, but maybe No Tail can. Jirax hook cancels the animation, blink forward, and now I don't know if they can even get this. Quickfa should be able to outmaneuver them at this point, and he will get away scot-free. All right. Jirax thought twice. He thought twice about it.
That was dope. Quakefa, ladies and gentlemen, what a player.
Kezu down bottom, 1,700 gold. He's getting close to that blink dagger if he wants it. Bane in the meantime gets a kill on the DK solo top lane. There's the hook. That'll be into Kezu. Now double burrow strike coming out. It's not enough to save Kezu, however, but Quakefa does a nice job with it. He actually might fall here. The ghost ship won't save him either. Yapster will come in. A nice bit of damage. He gets the solo kill onto the Scarith Mage. Jerax is low as well. The hook is there, and Jerax will survive with Yapster falling. No Tail gets a double kill. A much needed one at that.
Oh,
The
the
assassinate.
smoke!
The smoke comes out in time. Beautifully done from OG. They keep him alive. Oh, that was sick.
Oh man, you know what other hero? Like he's playing a Pudge too, so now it saved him twice just because it's such a common hero, of course, to early on buy as many smokes as you can.
Oh,
Jax.
That was
He's
sick.
getting very aggressive.
They're
here,
going
and
for
it's-
arrow. Look at
it
this.
might work. I'll throw
Look at
that
this.
needle. Oh,
Oh, he almost had it. He was so close. Eric just sidesteps it narrowly and continues right on farming in that mid lane. All right. 10 to 11 at 12 minutes into the game, Trent, and well, it's been a barn burner. Lots of different action. We haven't really talked about the DK, but casual cloak for Ana, along with looks to be a full hood coming out within the next ring of regen. So he's gonna have that.
yeah,
Pretty
quite
nice.
an magic damage. I mean, Kunkka, Sand King, even just the shrapnel overall. A little bit of that the Centaur work too, right, from the double edge. So
Mhm.
gonna get a lot of value out of that. We've seen some pretty interesting core pipe builds lately. So I don't know if we'll go quite that far. I mean, Sing Sing had like that core Warlock going on, I believe it was too. So
Right.
then something else.
There's going to be the Stampede. Ana's going to get X-Marks torrented up as well. They need to save him. Nass TP. There's the Fiend's Grip. He's very tanky with that hood coming through the Ghost Ship. They're throwing everything, and they will finally bring him down. Everybody in the vicinity for Escape to get that kill. I don't know what you do for your OG here now with him down for 35 seconds.
That's a Orchid first clinked. What year is it, dude? It's happening.
I don't know. It's been a while.
Some old school.
Burrow Strike, Quakefa. There's going to be the hook. It's not onto a target. It gets
Double
the creep
torrent.
instead. Still no ghost ship. Mystic Flare being split between the two. Coach was still alive. Air's going to take that arcane bolt, and they even will lose another hero. It's going to be Skywrath Mage going down to the assassinate. Hook misses wildly. Jerax now, he's in trouble. He's a little too far up. Torrent and an X-Mark's going to go through onto S4. Will they keep going? Kiz is going to run in. They've got the stomp, the assassinate coming again, and another target down. Now Burrow epicenter. They'll lose 4. The only one surviving is Jerax. They do get the kill on the Sand King, but that is it. Back and forth we go. Jerax looking for another hook in 3 seconds time. Kezu's low, but it's too far out of range of Jerax to get this one.
Yeah, his tranquils are going to be back, so he'll just be too... Oh, Kezu?
Maybe don't do that.
He's opened up an opportunity here.
I still think he's fine, but...
Thermopylae pass
they have a ward. They will spot out Jerax. They see that he's there. That hook was so close again, sidestepping Jerax just narrowly. A lot closer than it maybe needed to be.
Alright, everyone just needs to chill out here. Oh,
no chill. No chill. Let me have that regen room.
That's when you should be all chatting no, I would say. Right there.
No.
Just no. Give me that regen room.
So the sniper has now, after that last fight, actually taken over the net worth lead with his Dragonlance, Aquila, 6,400 net worth. The Clink's still about 5,700 and the DK about 5,100. So they're still doing okay on OG side, but Escape after that last fight, it was a 1,500 net worth advantage total for the team. Now is about even in net worth.
Yeah, this one of those crazy games where like there's not even last hitting happening. There's 5 heroes top. Everyone's got weird CS, just a non-stop battling by 15 minutes here.
There's crazy stuff happening everywhere. Jerax walks into a Fiend Script, but it gets press the attack off. They still will get the stomp onto the Legion Commander. However, here we go. They get the Ghost Ship. Is it going to be enough? Jerax gets the hook, and of course he gets his ultimate off, but it's not enough damage at this point in time. He'll fall first. No tail. Might be second. The Searing Arrows on center with the Arcane Bolt. Might bring him down. It's not enough. Range drop. He goes down to the Sand King and his Caustic Finale. And 3 will fall as they lose S4 on the other side to Ezu, who pretty much soloed him at this point in time. Burrow Strike not going to find that 4th target, which was the DK who TP'd down to the bottom lane, but another fight that goes wildly in the favor of Escape.
Yeah, barely surviving on a couple of them, but it works out. Slowing down that progression once again here of our Clinks. Almost up into his 2nd Oblivion staff, but then still some to go after that. It'll be interesting, like, by the time it comes online, they're probably going to have to sync it up with, like, the Amplify, and you can see how they're going to have an insane single target burst. There's no doubt about that between the amplification from the Skywrath Mage, then from the Orchid itself, so we'll see if that'll be enough, but Escape look like they're ready to play some 5-man Dota. I
think Escape's team fight is just looking really solid right now. OG, they're looking for maybe that one pick off to get at the start of a fight with what you talked about, Ancient Seal, perhaps a hook or just a duel, and that's not really happening. So they'll try to find another engagement here.
Centaur here for no tail. This is nice, and they don't have vision over this.
Pack time. He wants it. Boom.
Yeah, just
find Kezu here. He might be able to get this kill. He's got level 2 Strafe, level 4 Searing Arrows. He thought twice about it. Instead, he went towards the north for Synderen, but decided not to go for him either. He's just moving in and out. He might run into the Sentry. There's a good chance he just dies here.
Yeah, and Observer combo.
And there it is. Torrent's going to come out. He does have that Death Pact still. There's the Burrow Strike. Ghost Ship is up. Assassinate. They're throwing everything in another stomp to secure the death of the Clinks. Good vision coming out from Escape. Good warding. Stampede, they want more. Anna's going to run right in the river. He stops the stun coming through, and Stomp is actually on cooldown for 2 seconds. There's the epicenter. Anna's still in trouble. Has plenty of tankiness going his way, but it's not enough. Kezu's low. Almost has the Mystic Flare. Not dead yet. Will finally fall. Jerax gets the job done with the rot, but Anna about to go down the Torrent. One more right click and air will ping him down, and is able to get that last hit as well. So 2 dead for 1. Again, Kezu, he's the martyr in this situation, but they bring down not only the Clinks, but the DK as well. OG continued to take bad fight after bad fight.
Yep, another worthy trade for them. Just like, not only do they get the kill on no tail, but then heroes are rotating over because they think they'll be able to help in time, and then they just get pulled into it. Jerax is not quite able to clean one up with a hook or anything here, and then they've got these shenanigans now going with the X.
X marks. Yes, this is going to be... I don't really think Air even hit anything there. He just walked up and got X marks back. Maybe trying to bait out a hook or something. But, Trent, it feels like these OG heroes are starting to get a little bit further behind. What do you think they need to do here in these next couple of moments?
They have a couple different options. There's not the best roasting potential for the Dire side, which is nice, so they're not going to get like totally left behind in the dust or anything like that, whereas, you know, they're pretty decent on the side of OG. They've now built up some pretty good defensive items. We've got the hood on the Pudge, we have the hood on the DK that we talked about. He's now moving into an armlet. That's a really nice fighting item. So probably going to smoke up with S4. Look to get at least one of these duels won, because it's 18 minutes in, we still don't have one. And that is definitely not good for your Legion. Still trying to get up into a Blink Dagger at the very least. I guess that's probably going to be the item that enables them to try and go in for something. But then they still have to worry about the Stampede too. Like, Kezu could be anywhere on the map and just save someone from their initiations if they get spotted out too early.
Yeah, and not to mention Kezu's Blink Stomps. He's been very involved with a lot of these team fights. He's set up for a lot of kills. So he's done a pretty good job of saving his team. Yeah, they do need to get those duels online for S4 and the rest of OG. Starting
Such
to
a
lose
safe
control of this
push
map.
right now. Like, there's no Pudge. There's just nothing that can really
That
touch him.
range is actually ridiculous, by the way.
What a hero. Oh, ho, ha, ha. It's kind of cool seeing him back. I don't know. I know, like, obviously we're all still a little traumatized, but, like, when OD came back in and teams started picking the sniper against him in the mid lane, that's something you can always get behind because it's someone up against OD. Like, honestly, like, what hero are you going to hate more than OD? When it comes to like just mid lane domination and boredom, right? It's like
True.
Viper. I'll take a Viper up against OD. That's
Don't
pretty much
speak
the point
ill of
I'm at.
Viper. All right, listen, that's a great hero. Don't you dare talk bad about Viper. But in all seriousness, I think we'll just pretend that patch where Sniper and Troll were king, it didn't exist. Wasn't a thing. No way. Meanwhile, they'll take the tier 1 tower top lane, tier 1 tower mid, and tier 1 tower bottom are still available for OG. They've gotten a little bit of room to work with here in terms of getting farm, but again, the Sniper as well as the SK still continue to get their items. The Yule Scepter will be the next item for Koikfa. What do you think about this pickup for Koikfa?
Kind of the classic Sand King item right now. Very good. Some people I think are still liking the Force Staff a little bit better, but it seems the vast majority have gone in towards the Yule Scepter. Just keeping your survivability up. Obviously, there's some good silences coming out from Fly here, and then maybe even like, you know, dodging out different spells here. So good choice. They do then move into the pit. They went for this Deso early on to Era, so we said like not the best Roche team. Well, once you have Deso, everything's just fine and dandy. Even a DD on that hard hitting Sand King. Really giving it to Roche.
They'll kill it eventually. How hard is he actually hitting for? All right, not that much, like 160.
174.
All right, well, Sand King someday will be a good right clicker. But they will take Roche. The scan was used by the Radiant team, and they will find them exiting the Roshan pit, but it does not work on Roshan. But it was close. They thought maybe they were entering Roche or they were outside of Roche. Also, that's a Hooded Defiance up for Yapstor as well, so he's pretty farmed. Obviously, we don't need to sing his praises when it comes to the Kunkka. This guy, clearly one of the best Kunkka supports in the game, so he's done a pretty good job so far this game.
It's a great game to be Kunkka, too. Like, such stationary spells coming out from, like, the Pudge and the Legion Commander. So, if someone's being, you know, dismembered there, you can throw the boat on top of them. You can throw a Torrent on top. Same thing with the Duel. So has some nice options there. And then, of course, just the overall team fight of OG. If you can live through that burst using the Kunkka's Rum, then your team can just fight back with this nice consistent damage from the Sniper.
I'll trade tier 2 for tier 2, it looks like.
Shout out to No-Tail being so farmed, by the way. Like, 6 deaths, and he's still keeping up ahead of Koikfa. That's actually insane.
I don't know. It's magical.
Very impressive.
And they're pushing the tier 3 tower. They're forcing TPs back. They did lose their tier 2 in exchange for this Torrent on Ana. X-Marks came through. They knew that. JRX is getting ready to save someone with a hook, whether that's No-Tail or Ana remains to be seen. He's setting up for it. Oh, he actually gets the hook onto Kez. They pop the Stampede. There's the Fiend's Grip. The X-Marks back. The Ghost Ship coming in. The Epicenter. They really want this DK. They will find it. A one-for-one trade. And OG, No-Tail will back up. They did get the tier 3 tower. That's actually a really big tower to take. I mean, obviously, but
nice
to take this early with the deficit that they have is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's true. Overall, I mean, it hasn't even grown that much again, just because of like how well No-Tail's keeping up. Like it feels like all these fights, it just looks so bad. But now No-Tail in the back lines has the death back, but determines that there are a few too many friends around from to burst down Yapsor, especially the extra armor from that Veil of Discord.
Yeah, that'd be something to attempt that. S4 has been spotted by an Observer Ward over here at this medium camp. Hurricane Pike is done. Blink is available, but he's going to get X-Marks and torrented back in.
Look at the range they could just kill him from.
He's on the hill shooting him from pretty much like the sky at this point.
And just like the totally fearless initiation. Like what could possibly happen to you? Like you just can't do anything.
It's not fun for S4. At least he has his blink now, but they will lose their tier 1 tower. Now, bottom looks like there's some action happening. Koikfa's going to come in. Koikfa might have made a mistake there. Fly rotates in quickly, and Jerax gets off the Dismember to bring him down. And No Tail continues to split push top lane.
Yeah, I think he thought he could make some sort of a play there with the Caustic on the creep wave. But obviously not expecting the Skywrath Mage. And now it's Ana.
Kezu was baiting at the Stampede. The hook stomp is there, but he gets off at least that invis. He's going to go into Yapsor. Silence up. Not enough damage to bring him down. No Tail. He's got that Death Pact in 3 seconds. The force forward, and they will try to go on this, and he will bring him down with the double edge. Yapsor knew that it went too far. He might have died, but Kezu was able to save him with that double edge.
Man, I had no idea what you were talking about. I didn't even realize at the same time in the mid lane, Ana and Arrow were going out there, but Cinder came in with the Nightmare just to make sure they could both escape safely there, with Jerax just coming in a bit too late for the hooks. So he rotated as fast as he could. So what was that, 2 minutes now left on the Aegis?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that, yeah. I gotta say, I am a fan of the way OG are playing this. With the Aegis up on the sniper, they're not taking direct fights. They're keeping the game even. Even with that death for No Tail top lane, they're still doing a pretty good job of split pushing, finding farm for other heroes, including S4 as well as Ana. Ana has the armlet, as we talked about already, the Hood of Defiance. 1,800 gold. What do you think next for this DK, Trent?
I think it was mentioned the Silver Edge during the draft. I think isn't a bad idea. It would give them some nice initiation onto that sniper, especially because it looks like they're going to be on the back foot. And there will be some split push, like, because obviously they have enough of a fast pushing team that they can create some pressure onto the racks. So if you have someone with that initiation of the Shadow Blade, could be big. Speaking of initiation, Kezu's jumping right on top of Ana.
Yeah, they're going to find Ana, and this is trouble already. Press the attack, not nearly enough to save his life. It was a good attempt. He's dead for 50 seconds. I don't know.
That was fast. Nice hood.
Maybe BKB, do you think, for the DK? I feel like he keeps getting caught out by a lot of these abilities.
Well, he just get kited, though. I don't know if
True.
he can, like, actually approach anyone. If he just BKBs, they just, like, stampede away, or he still gets Fiend's Gripped or something.
Let's just agree it's a very difficult DK game.
I very much agree with that, yes. I'm sure
right now,
whatever he gets will probably depend on, like, what some of his allies might be building, too.
if they find him, they pretty much just kill him every time. There's not much they can do about it.
He's look where Cinder is. Just, like, not even with his team right now. He's like, no, you guys are fine. I'm going to get
No Tail coming in. They do have that Aegis still. The Silence will come out, and they might be able to bring him down once, but I don't know about twice. You could see No Tail gets caught by the Torrent. There's the Hurricane Pike, and he's dead already. No Tail will fall first. Air doesn't even lose that Aegis. They did bring down the Sand King on the other side of the engagement, but it is still a loss of that Clinks. He has died 8 times and still is somehow the 3rd most farm hero in this game.
Yeah, I think Escape must have been trying to just apply some pressure down bottom to make someone show so they could just get the tower for free in the mid, but the Cinderin's down there, they just jump on in and...
Did they
Pretty
smoke on
worth
that
it,
ward?
honestly.
I don't think they smoked on that ward. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're good to go. So this ward will not catch them. OG will move to the north. Be a big target. Yapsor. Nice little kill. Does have a Ghost Scepter. He's going to be the concussive shot. The Ancient Seal. He'll pop the Ghost Scepter, but there is plenty of magical damage for OG to help clean up. It's a nice pick.
No Clinks here, but still a DK. I don't think they can pressure too much.
No. Sand
The
King's back
Clinks,
up
I
in
mean, they
3
could go for a
seconds.
tier 2 mid, though. This might be a nice play. They have some good deep wards, but unfortunately they are expiring, but you might be able to spot out something coming from Escape. They can maneuver themselves into the mid lane, try and relieve a little bit of this pressure.
For now, they're just going to back up on OG's side. And is that Aegis
S4,
finally
like,
going?
majorly caught up, by the way. I know we were saying, like, he was taking a long time to get into that Blink Dagger, but now
Right.
he's into that Blade Mail, 1,500 gold. He did give a lot of farm over to Jerax. Like, I guess, 10 assists and 5 kills will do that, but the Hood and the Aghanim Scepter is pretty massive for them. It really helps when it comes to the push, because this, DK, you always kind of envision it with a timer, and Pudge is excellent when you're sieging high ground with his Aghanim Scepter. It's actually just stupid. You just throw hook after hook after hook until
it's kinda
you're
nuts.
just fishing, man,
It is kind of nuts. To the point where really the only limiting factor for the Pudge is like your mana pool, essentially.
Yeah, it really is. That's you see. I know. I think it was Nushin was talking about the other day with the OD and Pudge eggs.
Oh,
you just get
God.
the aura to make sure you can keep on going.
All right, that's disgusting. But
So luckily, this is elimination mode, so we have to deal with that garbage hero. Later, OD. Back to
yes,
the
thank God.
Outworld dumpster.
There were some bands that I was like questioning a little bit from the community, but that one I was not. I was like, yeah, I get that completely.
Yeah.
I understand where you guys are coming from. So thanks for that, everybody. But
Yeah, mid players rejoiced, I'm sure.
27 and a half minutes into the game, 16-25. There is still, I mean, it's been all Escape for the most part these past 10 or so minutes, but they just can't quite pull away, at least in terms of the numbers. It's a 2,000 net worth advantage, and at 27 minutes into the game, that is nothing, essentially. 5,000 experience lead as well. So OG still have... They can get some work done here and escape. Let's see if they can take some towers and some objectives and get really in the lead here.
Yeah, we talk a lot about the single target potential too of OG, and that has been amplified even heavier now that they have the Bloodthorn almost done for No Tail. So we might see our third duel of the game, perhaps, if they can find someone who's out on their own. And it was a Maelstrom that ended up coming up for Ana here. So it definitely helps with the overall split push, but no initiation.
It doesn't, yeah, and that's interesting because it doesn't help for survivability, but it is going to help, like you said, with split push, extra damage going your way. Nice item to have. All right, this is kind of an interesting
middle
position.
of the road though. Like, I don't know. They already have a lot of magic resistance too on the side of the Dire. Interesting.
There is a very good ward that's pretty much scouting out all of Escape right now, and it seems they know something is up because they're heading back to their own base. They'll creep out towards the bottom lane a little bit.
That's a risky spot for Era. I mean, he's got a Hurricane Bike. They have 4 staffs on 2 heroes, I think.
They know. I think
Cinder hasn't finished his yet.
They do barely see him. I mean, they have the creeps there obviously now, but with the ward up, they will barely see him from that position. They're just sitting around the secret shop area. I'm pretty sure Escape have a good idea of what's happening here.
This is such a bad timing for OG though. Like, such a late Roche. It's so difficult to hold this area for long enough time when you're the Radiant. Obviously, it's much easier for the Dire in almost all situations. And with the creeps pushing in the top lane, just it means that like eventually the Radiant want to go back, but they can't really afford to. Like, they just have to give up damage on this tower because there's like no way they can give up Roche right now.
X marks Cinderin. He's gonna get hooked in, but he will get brought back. That last right click almost killed him. That was a Chrysalis proc, in case anyone was wondering. Excuse me, Bloodthorn. But yeah, you get what I mean. He almost died. They will take the tier 2 tower at the very least. And if they can take both tier 2s, they get a lot more map control when it comes to taking Roshan, which is, again, like you said, a very late respawn, still about 30 seconds. Koikva trying to burrow and get mid. S4 blinks in, not able to catch him in time. Instead, we'll just push the creep wave. And,
maybe. No Tail. Era. Are they throwing things at you?
Sometimes things happen. You get tired. Anyway. What else is going on? They have an Aghanim Scepter for the Sand King now, which is pretty huge. For
the high ground item.
Yeah. That Burrow Strike's kind of ridiculous now. And they did give up that positioning over towards Roshan, like you had mentioned. They had to push out top lane.
The worst. So disappointing, and Sinner will just do his most useful role. Sit and wait for the Roche.
Yeah,
playing the courier. Oh, he can't even do it right. Cinderin. Come on, man. What's going on here?
Burrow Strike, they will find Ana again. Has his armlet, needs to toggle it. He's taking a lot of damage already. There's the Torrent. Press the attack to get him out, but still plenty of right click. Air's going to work. Good hook. The Fiend's Grip is still there, and it's a long range one at that. There's going to be the jump in. Another hook flies, but Ana this time gets caught. They actually get the unfortunate pull of Kezu with that hook instead of getting Ana, but I mean, they just blow him away. They found the initiation, they find the kill, essentially.
Yeah, they have dust on Yapzor, but no gems or anything there, so No Tail also make it out. They should know now that Roche is almost definitely up. I think there's only like 15 possible seconds left, so full man rotation down in there. Deso and Chrysalis on Era. This will be a rather quick one. No real concern, I don't think, of a counterplay. Be interesting to see if Yapzor can make something happen up top. You know, he has this surprise Blink Dagger. Maybe if No Tail comes in a bit too deep, he could hold them there long enough for someone else to rotate back and go for the kill.
They did the same thing with Kezu earlier. I think No Tail might be expecting this. He's not pushing it very far. They really won't get any damage on this Rax, and they will lose Roshan almost assuredly.
Fly's rotation was also spotted too, from that ward down by the river.
Mm-hmm. Well, that Aegis will be picked up. Gonna go to Era, obviously. Sniper sitting currently, Hurricane Pike, Chrysalis, Desolator, Blink Dagger now. So Era has some very good positioning tools, as well as a lot of damage coming out. 15,000 net worth. Clinks is still 13,000. He continues to stay in this game. No Tail does. But it's going to be tough from here on out. They will get the BKB for S4 as the next item. The gem will come out for the Sand King. So a lot of different items coming out here. And with Aegis, I think if you're Escape, you wouldn't you want to push in and try to find an objective here, Trent, in the next couple of minutes?
Yeah, I think so. The tier 2 mid and top probably the most ideal ones. I don't know. Like, obviously, if you get enough picks that you want to try and like force a high ground push, you could. But things are relatively scary now. The BKB out here for S4 means that if Fiend's Grip goes down, he essentially has free reign of the fights. And just like, again, those hook shots from JRX are not only super annoying when they're pushing and looking to pull one of you guys outside the base, but if you're trying to actually siege, yes, the range of air is fantastic, but everyone else, even just being in the vicinity to help out Air with the push, can be a little bit hazardous with JRX and his hooks.
It's a dangerous game to be playing here. They'll take down the last couple of outer towers before they can really siege high ground or take another objective. But they have to keep top pushed out, as that's been pressured pretty constantly by everybody on OG.
This is where OG have to make like their toughest play, because as they start to pressure this in, like mid's gonna be here, bottom's gonna be here, and then they either choose like, do we show like on one of these lanes, or are we gonna smoke up and try and make a play into them? The detection, there haven't been many Sentry Observer combos I noticed from Escape, so like these rotations coming in from like, let's say No Tail or something won't be spotted, and maybe that'll be enough to like scout them out. For now, they're just grouping up and staying inside their Ancients. A little bit of D-ward action here from Fly.
I think they're waiting for... I thought the courier might be bringing a smoke for Fly, but it looks like he already has one, so they're ready to go.
Just checking the high grounds. Good play.
Escape will go ahead and D-ward with that gem that they just purchased, and OG will go ahead and split up and head in their opposite directions.
That is one thing. I guess they could use... Well, they don't have any boots of travel yet, right? Eventually, if they do purchase them, Yapsor could help them like keep this top lane push and still control of the Radiant jungle by using X-Mark and TPs. So just like send someone up, push it back, and still maintain that position. Might be something that comes into play if this game goes too much later, but for now, lanes are in a good spot. Fly's drawing top and top. Looks like the two supports are saying, yo, this way, guys.
Yeah, they're trying to do their best to keep this wave pushed in the top lane. No Tail pushing bottom now, but Escape are just... They're ready to go, at least for this tier 2 tower. Able to bring this down pretty quickly. Well, X marks Era so that if he gets hooked or something happens, he'll just get brought right back. And continue to farm away. I mean, at this point, it's just... Really, for OG, they have to make a decision. Do we want to fight, outside the base? Do we wait till they push high ground? They are getting a lot of farms still with No Tail split pushing down bottom.
Actually ridiculous that there's 0 downtime on XA. Like, just X an ally, and then even if they get hooked, you just pull the bot back.
Pretty good. Pretty good ability.
Decent. The Daedalus now done here too for Era. But no, as I said, No Tail. Excellent split push. Send someone back. There's the X play though. We'll just send Kezu back to the base. Try and drive this one out. It was seen by the creeps though. So they'll know that he's not there anymore.
And No Tail could keep going, but I think he's a bit apprehensive. He probably wants to death pack first and then go for it. But they're positioning themselves top lane. Ana's in the tree line. Breathe fire this real quick and try to get out as quickly as possible. No attempts from Escape to try to find him, not yet anyway.
And you notice that they have their gem, but they didn't deward the sentry because they don't want the Radiant to know they're in there. It's a nice, smart little play. Sometimes you see people do that and you're just like, oh, well, there they are. But
here comes the strafe.
Doing work.
No Tail gets nice, maybe 20% of damage onto the tower, 25.
Yeah, and there's no X there too, so Dindrin is home for good.
This makes it a little bit easier for OG to move around top lane. They know that they don't have their Bane there, so they have maybe a numbers advantage if they move together, but more splitting up. It's very like push and pull type of game. However, Koifa going in, he's sick of it. He's going to take down Ana again. They cannot keep that DK or Clinks alive if they get caught. There's just no way to survive that
so
damage.
Greedy to be out there though. What are you really gaining being there?
Some CS.
Is the creep not just going to push in?
He felt comfortable enough. I guess he thought his team was around him. I'm not sure why he goes
use
down
that
regardless. It's tough. It's a tough situation to be in. You want to be able to get farm. You don't want to stay in your base the entire time. And now Era's just going to work. X marks again this tier 3 tower, taking some hits. Overwhelming odds to push the creep wave back. No Tail still split pushing as best as possible. Roche, looks like the Aegis is gone. It's a lot of little poking and prodding here from Escape just to get whatever they can done at this point.
Try to put a Warden base, but gets spotted here. I'll be immediately taken down.
And there it goes.
Wow, I hope you guys enjoy some X-Sniper. And there goes Kazu.
It's my favorite thing ever.
Oh, look, he finds No Tail. He's like, haha.
He just wants to clear out the creep wave.
Get it.
Oh, he didn't get there in time. It's unfortunate.
Well, no bots. It's gonna be a while before you can do that one again.
This is getting to the point where oh, they get the hook on the Era. Dual Scepter comes out as well. They have the Elder Dragon form. They get the stun. Mystic Flare. He's dead. 72 seconds. The duel will come out as well. They found Coco. Ghost Ship did come. Can they bring him down in time? They will not get the duel, but they will get a double for Ana. Now they have to TP back home because guess what? No Tail. He's going to get Fiend's Grip. Synderen has found him, and now they're going to come in with the epicenter. No Tail will almost assuredly die here. He's low. Orchid comes out, but it's too late. He's fallen for 74. Ooh. Crazy stuff.
And for the Orchid over the BKB. Oh, that's so sick though, because that's the only way you can stop that from happening, right? Is you have to use the sniper up at that moment when the Kunkka tries to pull him back.
Right.
That's
like, actually so huge.
Oh, nicely done there.
Not
especially with
that,
the 8-second window, right? Like it's easier with like the 4-second to like self-avoid it, but when it comes to like the actual allied one,
it's not easy. Duel's going to come out. They will find Kezu. Ghost Ship might be there, except he's down for 17 seconds. Would help him a lot more in terms of surviving. It's the Ancient Seal. He will fall. It looks like one more auto attack will do the job. The flimsy Skywrath Mage right click will actually bring down
There's so many hooks.
They're losing a lot of heroes here right on the doorstep of the tier 3 tower, and S4 is going right to work. They're just going to try to take this Rax down. They will have the Kunkka as well as the sniper back up, and it looks like OG know this. They get the Burrow Strike off. There's the X-Marks coming through as well. The Ghost Ship going to fly through, but he pops the BKB. The hook was there if need be. Koikva's still trying to chase. His Blink already used. Has his Burrow Strike. Hook misses Yapzor. Koikva, Burrow Strike now on cooldown, but he's used his Eul's after catch out Jirax, and it looks like he might fall. They're going to try to turn this, it looks like.
He's pretty
S4's
beefy. Coming
in. He has his Blink duel in 8 seconds. Can actually help this. He's got the press the attack. It might not be enough, though. Jirax taking too much damage, especially with Air there. And now, OG are getting caught further. Ana's gotten the X-Marks. He's going to get brought back. The Torrent is there. Further right click with the Desolator, bringing that Dragon Blood down. Koikva comes in with the Burrow Strike. Should be plenty to bring down this DK. Armlet pops, trying to stay alive. Arrow blinks forward just to get the double kill. And that will be 2 dead on the side of OG.
Man, oh ho ha ha. That range, just absolutely nothing you can do. Not even worth like popping ulti. There's no way you're going to get any sort of a stun off. Just goes down. What looks like a great moment for them just quickly turns around into a rather large deficit. A 2,400 gold swing, 850 gold going for the sniper. Now Koikva though.
Good Eul Scepter. Can he get out of this? The duel, it's not there in time. The animation for the Burrow Strike gets there first. Now there's an X-Marks. No Tail has the BKB, has to use it. They can still chase. Koikva has that plenty of long range Burrow
this
Strike.
Looks so familiar.
BKB, TT coming out. S4 looks like he might live. The Torrent, or excuse me, the Tiebreaker damage alongside the right click from the sniper is not enough. But No Tail has been gotten caught. And the Ghost Ship and the Torrent will bring him down with plenty of right clicks from Era again. I just keep getting caught, Trent, every time.
It's like BKBs get popped, but then they just keep chasing. Like Koikva as well as Yapzor, so much range. Yeah, now Fly, he is also just a goner.
Yeah, in the river. Burrow Strike, Koikva. Just get a Sandstorm real quick. Burrow Strike back up in 1. Fly, I don't think you were making it out of this one alive. Good Ancient Seal, but he's got a TP, could have used it. Mystic Flare, almost. And then he gets hooked. Rides along with the Pudge. Still Koikva able to
not more Savior Buddy syndrome.
Misses whiffs, but it doesn't matter.
My
We'll
God.
take it down nonetheless. Koikva gets hooked, and they actually hook him out of the Sandstorm to get the kill. Ana coming in, Elder Dragon form. Hook onto a creep of their team and won't be able to find anything further, and Jirax has to leave. Dies yet again. Now the Fiend's Grip onto Ana, and he just dies once more, but no, the BKB comes out as well as press the attack. I don't think he can do this. There's too many heroes from the dire side. Escape is blinking away, and inevitably they will kill Ana yet again.
Just gonna draw a little line here. It went there, and then up there, and then I believe we came back down here to Fly, right? And then we came through here into the trees. Oh! And this is where we wind up. That was our fight.
That was a journey.
Just happened.
Thanks for taking us through that one, Trent.
No problem, guys. That's what I'm here for.
Now with no DK for 42 seconds, high ground defense becomes problematic. See what No Tail can do. The tier 3 tower will fall first and foremost. No Fiend's Grip. Stampede is up in 13 seconds. Ghost Ship's back up and ready to go. Yapzor's got all of his abilities. And Eric is doing what he does best. Yeah, that's an Ethereal Blade for Yapzor. That is a farmed Kunkka. Dear God. They're going to go in again. Fly. again, just takes so much damage. They actually keep him alive barely, it looks like. He's sitting at 75 HP. The X-Mark saves his life. The last tick of the Mystic Flare would have done the job. Concussive Shot will hit onto Cinder, and he's slowed up with the Ghost Scepter. S4 on the hunt. No-Tail's already popped his BKB. The X-Marks, they're going to bring back the Sniper with just about full HP. Ghost Ship, blink away. Arrow wants to continue to go to work, and they will. They'll take down another buyback immediately from S4. They get the hook. They'll find the Sniper. Right clicks the Bloodthorn going to work. Is it going to be enough? He should fall here. One more auto attack, and No-Tail get it done. The Burrow Strike, they actually get him with the sleep as well. And Arrow's going to survive. Kezu comes in with a hook stop. They get the double kill. Now the epicenter. They're looking to turn this around. BKB for Ana. Elder Dragon Form is up in a couple of seconds, but he is going to get Fiend's Grip again. And this time they will not only find one, but they will find, it looks like the entire team. Ana's going to get caught. He does have the Hood of Defiance up, but the stomp is there. Kezu is sitting on 50 HP. Ends it with 2. S4 will at least get another kill. Buybacks everywhere. I spoke too soon. They're still looking to turn this around. No-Tail will find the Centaur Wall Runner. The biggest thing is that, again, Era survives with a minimal amount of HP to his name.
Oh,
Jesus.
That's a giant swing. 4,300 gold in total, 3 buybacks, Pudge, Legion, and Clinks. 1,691 gold lost total for Pudge. That is painful.
That doesn't look very good. That's not a lot of good numbers going the way of OG.
I mean, at least all his hero really needs is an Aether Lens anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But damn. Oh, man, Era. It's so many sick plays that fight, and the communication with Yapsor there, like, I know we talk about Escape a lot, and the number one thing that comes up is usually like teamwork and just how long you guys have been together. Like, everyone knows the second they lost to TI, they just said we're sticking together. Like, it wasn't even a question. And it really seems like they have that trust. Like, Eric, how much HP did when he TV'd out? Like 100? Then comes back in the fight, immediate blinks. He's up on the high ground taking shots, then he goes down to 1 HP again thanks to the rum, and then he blinks another 3 HP. Comes Ivory, thank you. I love how both
Era and Kezu were mega low that entire fight. Doesn't matter. They get the job done. And they will lose out on Roche. Aegis and Cheese going the way of OG.
It's a pretty nice pickup for them. Certainly not over. Still no racks down.
Do Escape really care? Well, they want to fight. S4, Ghost Ship, nice hook. It's S4 out of trouble.
The BKB too.
I mean, if Jerax can hit these defensive hooks, they're in a very good position. Smoke's going to come out. No Dire Observer Ward here to scout them out, but Escape might know this is coming. Era's still smoked up himself. Kezu, flank duel, they'll find him. Bloodthorn, Mystic Flare, they actually keep him alive with that sleep from the Nightmare, but it's still not enough to keep him safe. Jerax walks up to the high ground. Here comes the epicenter from Koifa, doing some serious work. They'll take down the Scarif Mage. BKB was popped. Jerax gets Fiend Grips, and he's actually going to go down. Cinder's going to come in with a Brain Sap as well. His Nightmare is back up. He's going to try to save himself, but the BKB is there for Ana. There's the Ghost Scepter, but still, Era continues just right click away. They just can't bring him down. No-Tail will come in. They need help. S4, he's got his blink ready to go. He'll go in, but now they will take down No-Tail almost instantly with Era's right click, and S4 trying to do what he can. Era's hightailing it out of there with Cinderin and Yapsor in tow. They're going to turn their attention back towards these heroes, see if they can find anybody else. That should be it. That was scary. Eric continues to just somehow survive in these fights.
That sneaky little sniper. Just always poking away on the back lines, doing an excellent job. 16, 2, and 15. They just can't get a hold on him. And I guess, I mean, besides the hooks, they only really have the invisible initiation of No-Tail, and then, of course, the blinks from the Legion, but opening the fight up on the Kezu. Which, that was a pretty good snag, considering like he has Force Staff and whatnot, so he can still escape if he just gets like silenced and clicked, but it's just too fast on the duel in that situation.
All right, you're 3 buybacks down. Surely you go for a push if you're Escape. Like you try to. I mean, I know there isn't an Aegis, I know there isn't a cheese up for your team, but there's 3 heroes, 2 of them very important in both S4 and No-Tail that don't have buyback. Or do you just wait? What play do you make if you're Escape? Do you just wait for the next Roshan?
I think there's definitely merit to just going. It's kind of scary because your sniper also doesn't have buyback. He seems kind of key in these fights. Actually, no one has buyback except for the Sand King. And then on the rating side, it's just the DK. But they're in. They're done. They're just like, oh, you guys can't push that fight, can you? Let's do this.
Oh, Ana again. But the hook will save him this time.
That means S4 is
going to come out.
with the
X-Mark's
BKB now.
not there in time. These hooks for Jerax, they're next level.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job denying up these Kunkka setups every single time. Radiant now, no
45-41.
vision.
They have the Blink Dagger and the Dragon Knight, so he has some extra mobility. He's had the BKB for a little bit. Try to keep himself alive a little bit longer. They have the Butterfly No-Tail too. That pack, that'll keep him pretty tanky and survivable. What else? What other items are that we haven't talked about here, Trent, for Escape and for OG?
I mean, more BKBs have come out, I suppose. Like
Did you
the
discuss
10-second
the
one.
AC for Era? Some extra armor. Pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's what took out his buyback. I don't know. It's like so dependent just on lanes right now for both teams. Like again, like Escape have no buyback, so it's just as teams are doing this whole push of like trying to control from the Dire side coming on in. The Radiant are doing this 5-man maneuver. You see, this is like just so typical of the Dire and the Radiant in these scenarios. And if the Dire try and make some sort of rotation through and they get caught out, the game could just be over because again, they don't have buyback. They do now actually on the Era. He has farmed it up here during this time frame, so that's good. And so has Kezu. So things are actually turning, and even Yapso is actually about to tick on into it. So. Never mind. Now the Dire are fully ready for an engagement.
We'll see what they decide to go for.
Thank you, Escape.
48 minutes in. These were some real long games today. I mean,
there's only like 40 seconds left on the Aegis mod. I gotta go.
They're gonna go for it. Thinking about it.
That was kind of clutch. You see what Yapsor did there? Where like he knew the self Yules was coming, so he put the torrent underneath where the Yules was gonna be. He missed, but you know, it still looked cool.
Yeah, I mean, like the torrent at this point is like a mind game. Just Yapsor in general pretty much has to out mind game the enemy team. I feel.
I mean, he's like a living mind game anyway.
Yeah, he really is. This guy knows his Kunkka. He's played a lot of it. Oh. Again, that top lane pushed in. If No-Tail wanted to go, he could probably do some significant damage. Force out a
actually sent Koikba, but he didn't like cast any spells. I think it must have been on cooldown or something. All he did was hit one creep with Caustic.
That might be good enough. Kezu's going to come in. He'll finish the drop, clear out the creep wave. A very tense moment, though. It's clear that Escape don't really want to fight without an Aegis. They had an opportunity where there were some buybacks missing from the Radiant side. That opportunity is pretty much come and gone as it's up in about 20 seconds for the Clinks with about 100 gold left. So
this is what we talked about, though, because now they just control these two waves and just use the Boots of Travel and X to force this issue.
So what you talked about also earlier was getting hit with a hook coming out that could put a big stop to your pushing as well. I mean, we saw what happened last time Escape tried to push the high ground. They lost Era very quickly. That was the last time he died, and I think maybe the second time he died. This is not an easy push. So they really want to wait until A, they have the top lane pushed out, and B, they probably have a Roshan secured. A No-Tail.
Trying to take advantage of this.
Kezu.
This is a nice play and get the range Rex.
Yep. And the glyph will go. Forced to pop the butterfly flutter.
That's not next, though.
No. Cinder and TP's in. He wasn't there in time to begin with. He could have forced forward. Drops down a sentry ward. And this is just creating space. Look at OG. They might... there is a ward there. I think they smoked inside the base. They should be fine.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. This is the play. This is those moments you look for once you know they finally broken up. They're no longer staying down bottom. Try and find at least one hero will be so fantastic.
They're heading in the wrong direction.
Hoping not to run into the full 5-man Dota.
They are heading in the opposite direction of where the enemy team is. Escape is sitting right around this Roche pit, and Cinderin is the only one, and he is already up towards the well.
They might commit. They know Glyph is down.
You know what they could do? They could
They're just going to jump on these buildings.
I bet they could bait No-Tail, or at least attempt to. I think that'd be kind of interesting if they tried it out. Probably wouldn't... I don't know how successful they would be, but...
Koikba has TP. Kezu has TP. Era has bots now as well, so at least they can respond quickly. They have the Stampede too. This definitely looks like it's an attempted bait play here.
Yeah,
they used their scan a little bit earlier.
They're not taking it though. Escape are already moving towards that Roche pit again.
Be interesting to see the positioning that OG take now though, because they're not going to be quite sure where the rest of the heroes are. If you look at their own vision, they don't really know what's up. They don't know, like they have to be spread in case someone comes like smoked in and underneath this ward and they just get all screwed. So they're a little bit split. And No-Tail will get it.
Yeah, he's going to get the range racks. That is, he drew first blood when it comes to buildings. He's going to be able to take that range racks down the top lane.
Cutting it at the same time.
But they will find Onamid again. If the rest of the attack, the X-Marks is going to come through the Torn on top of it. Hook, it's going to be there, but the Fiend's Grip comes again. Can they help him survive through this? It looks like no. Stomp dodge swiftly. Ana pops the BKB, but it's too late already. They get the Yules off onto the sniper. Meanwhile, Drax getting caught out. X4 coming in. He wants a duel. He wants a target. He can't find anybody, though. Turns his attention towards Kezu, but he gets left immediately by that Nightmare. Meanwhile, Sniper does bring down the Pudge. Dead for 75 seconds. Kezu gets a nice force into a stomp onto 2, and that might be enough to clean up this fight. No Tail comes out of Invis. Will die almost instantly afterwards. S4 doing what he can. Pops the BKB and Blade Mail, but with Era right on his tail, it shouldn't be enough. S4, now the Burst Strike comes in as soon as that BKB ends from Koik, but the Torn on top of it. 4 dead. S4 dead for 104 without buyback. This might be enough, Trent, to end the game, or at least get some buildings.
Yeah, and just like what patience shown from Escape. Like, it just felt like they were in such a dominating position in the past 5 minutes or so, just controlling the map, moving around, and No Tail is as seen there. He did end up drawing the Rax blood, but other than that, you kind of know where the rest of their squad is. They use the scan to guarantee that they're up on the high ground right before that fight starts. They know how that's going to play out with the saves from Jerax. Obviously, they've been watching it the whole game, and then they just appropriately move in on top of them. So, Pudge not up for about 15 more seconds. I think the melees go down here.
Yeah, this should fall. Glyph is available, but they're going to lose one, if not all sets of racks here. They will have everybody up if the Clinks does buyback, with the exception of S4. And the Legion Commander still doesn't have buyback and dead for 53 seconds. Where will they head next? They're backing up. They can go down to the tier 3 tower bottom. It looks like they're just happy enough for now. They thought about backing up, maybe heading over to Roche or defending the bottom tier 3 tower. They're going to head out. Roshan is actually going to respawn pretty early on, too, and they will find a Roche respawn waiting for them if they want to go for it when they get back.
Yeah, if Kez is there, maybe they just soft pressure, hoping to get a buyback of the Legion before leaving, or something like that. But for now, yeah, Roche, see if Era pokes his dwarfish little head in there.
He walks right by it.
Yeah. Send the courier down, perhaps.
Now. All right, Era is farmed. Been farmed. He's 28,000 net worth, the highest in the game by far. Mjolnir's done for Ana. He really hasn't used an Elder Dragon form aggressively in I don't know how long. He's died, like, almost every time they've had an engagement before he can really do anything.
It's a pretty rough game for the old DK, especially now a 5-second BKB. Pops that thing, and after that's done, he's so useless.
Oh, the scan was right. They could have found Koikfa, but he had already TP'd down to the bottom lane.
Got to throw out the YOLO hook just in case, but not there. Oh, throw a few more, I might as well.
And maybe I'll hit him with one of these, like, 3 hooks that I throw. I mean, at this point, like, OG are just looking for anything desperately. It feels like an Escape playing safe enough that they can take Roche, they can more farm, wait for a couple more items, that they will be able to take the game. 55 minutes. This game started out fast. Like, there were kills happening left and right, and then it just slowed down considerably. Especially these last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, and the lead, it was built up pretty heavily into like 10k, and then they lost a little bit there, but now, again, after that last engagement, fully up to about 12k here for the Dire experience, even further ahead than that at about 20,000. So Cheese, Aegis, and Radiant Heroes will leave top.
Yeah, they got just about everything now. Kezu does have Boots of Travel, so in about 34 seconds, he'll be able to join his team down bottom. Top lane, they're setting up for something. You can see OG are, again, with No Tail here, looking to pressure this top lane of Rax. Maybe even the Rax count up. Everyone else is bottom for Escape.
It's a bit of a risky play. Just because, you know, obviously if like your DK dies or something because you guys are all top, so Ana just needs to play very cautiously. But if they can manage to grab Kezu one more time, that would be nice. Fortunately for them, the Aegis kind of deters that.
Yeah. It makes it a little more obnoxious. And already a couple more rotating back for OG. I think that is going to be a dead Ana, potentially, if they don't get a hook off. And the Torrent comes out, stops the hook. Ana pops the BKB. They need the Fiend Trip. They've got it. They've got right click with plenty. He will get up to the high ground. Do they have vision? It looks like they do. And Ana still getting caught out. Now will fall. Dead for 80. Era's beyond godlike, and they will be able to take down this tier 3 tower. That might be the beginning of the end. They will have to rotate a couple of heroes back for No Tail, who's going after the Rax. Meanwhile, Kezu did get hooked, gets forced away, and Era continues to just go to work on the tower. No Tail, actually, though, going to try to even up this Rax. They actually had the X marks back for Yapstor, so he will get the Rax top lane, but they're still going to work bottom now. Stomp misses from Kezu. Hook also goes to the right. They will get the duel off. Nightmare comes in time. The hook comes out defensively. Stomp comes in. BKB pops. Fly will fall next. And Era just wants to start shooting people.
Tails getting the mid melees too. So the dire mega throw, there could be trouble.
This is No Tail has gotten the mid racks. I don't know. This is looking a bit sketchy. Koikfa comes in on a BKB. He will fall. After that buyback,
for Megas.
He's for 87 seconds. Meanwhile, he's going to take the tier 3. He's going for the melee. No Tail pops the BKB. He has the Diffusal Blade if he wanted to get that Ghost Scepter off. He's going to get Megas, it looks like, and they can't do anything about it. They're just going to get Megas right here. He's going to get the Rage Racks. He's so close. The Enfeebles on him. The Nightmare is there. He might not get it. It is permanent damage. He needs a couple more auto attacks. It looks like he will not get it in time, but the damage is done. Oh, my lord.
Jeez, you'd think the boy had a rapier.
Oh, that. What? All right.
That TP out of the tower was brutal. That's rough. That's the kind of stuff that happens, though. You know, you missed you click on the map and you don't realize how fast Clinks annihilates that thing. And that's a ranged Rax too, so that's just so easy. This is some speed gaming right here. It's that melee or that ranged Rax right there, man. The blinked up, the Chen. Let's go.
They really have to be diligent about where No Tail is. I don't know OG can win a team fight, but if No Tail is able to get into their base while they're pushing, he can probably win the game for them.
How much gold does he have? He has bots to money, but they'd have to be like sending someone there now. Even then, it's not even so much Megas at this point as it is like almost like a throne moment, right? Like
yeah,
the Dire just seem completely ready for this. Wouldn't be that concerned. Jax goes for the smoke play.
Yeah, I don't know. This might be too little too late for OG. The smoke will come out.
They need like a 4-staff into Fountain.
The hook will not be able to grab Kazu. The duel's going to come out. It's onto the sniper. They use the ethereal blade. They get the hook into the Mystic Flare. They can still bring him down. He does have buyback. He'll use it immediately. Meanwhile,
he's back in.
There's the Fiend's Grip. They have to stop the Cinder and Fiend's Grip from being channeled. The epicenter being channeled. Koikfa's going to come in and do some work. But meanwhile, S4 going to town with the overwhelming odds. They still have the clicks. He will finally fall. He's dead. A dieback coming through for 102 seconds. Ana's going to be next. They were so close. Air's about to fall. He's sitting at 130 HP. They just can't bring him down. Buybacks from everybody, including S4. Overwhelming odds might do the job. He cancels the TP, realizing he might be in trouble if he TPs right in. And they might be able to get this game after all. So close.
Hearts are pounding on the side of Escape right now.
Pudge is here still.
That was a
they
close
can hook Kazu
dieback
into the base. Maybe they have a chance, but everybody's regen. They brought salves for everyone. That's how much they need this. The member will go. Assassinate coming next. They want some kills. The blink back immediately. S4 not successful in finding Era. The Ghost Ship combo coming in. Pops the BKB. He's still alive, but still taking plenty of damage from Era. He has to get back to the base, and it's just not in time. Ethereal Blade came through the stomp on top of it, and that's going to do it. A hard-fought second game, but Escape evens up the series after 60 minutes. Dear God.
No sweat.
Game,
yeah, never doubted it. Two excellent